This is Sai Wenji, and you have the great honor of listening to Lord Bish on the Get a Life podcast. Enjoy.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Get a Life podcast. This episode is 67. Two more episodes until episode 69. Well, hey, okay. Then hopefully episode 69 we'll have another chin-episode and talk about more dirty things. But until then, we've got two awesome guests. Introduce yourselves.
Hello! I'm Erin Fitzgerald.
I'm Kaiji Tang.
I'm into a lot of video games.
I like to get tattoos.
I don't know why I have this accent.
I don't know either, man.
I'm liking the accent though.
Yeah.
It's not at all offensive to British people.
No. Yeah, it's not. I think it's
perfect.
It's actually much
racially
closer to my
accurate.
Canadian natural accent. Yeah. It's pretty close.
I think
My
so.
mom's
Hi
here to back
guys,
it up.
I'm Kaiji Tang. I'm the voice of
I'm
Suma Zhao in
Fitzgerald.
Dynasty Warriors. I'm Jan Lee in Dead or Alive. Let's see, Wingull Tales of Exilia, Hagakure and Danganronpa, Dr. Kata and Bravely Default, etc. Stuff. Yeah. And who is my amazingly talented co-person?
Erin Fitzgerald. Hello. I am also in Dynasty Warriors. I am Sai Wenji in Dynasty Warriors. I am Chie Satanaka in the Persona 4 series. I am Parasol in Skull Girls, Junko and Genocide Jack in Danganronpa, Agnes Oblige in Bravely Default, and May Kanker and Naz from Ed and Eddie. I'm in Wild Grinders, Monster High, Ever After High, blah 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 blah. So that's me, Fancy Pants.
Cool.
Whee!
So, before we start, what did you guys eat for lunch? Because it is lunchtime.
Coffee.
I also had a dirty chai. That's all I had. My mother, who is sitting next to me, had a donut.
That was the most Los Angeles answer we could have given. It's like
Yeah,
coffee.
no. Let me update that Los Angeles answer. My mother had a donut and a coffee, and I had a dirty chai while we were getting mani-pedis. Hello, LA. What? West Side.
All those stereotypes you think about Los Angeles are apparently true.
Just did it. Totally living the dream.
Now
But
we just
my
have to
mom's
start
visiting
talking
from
about
Canada.
traffic.
Yeah, so I gotta have my Canadian accent on for you guys because my mom's here, so I talk like I do at home.
Hello,
What's your-
Erin's mom. I don't know if she can hear us anymore, but I'm just.
No, we're about to get into oh, there it is. Hello.
Cool.
We're about to get into the car, and I'm gonna drop out for 5 minutes as we get back to my house. So, Mom, you want to say hello to everybody?
Hello, everybody. We're going out of the store and we're going to drive home to the house.
Well, I'm gonna talk as long. We'll see how long I can be with you guys until it cuts out. This will be a science experiment. How far does the Wi-Fi go? Keiji, take it from here.
All right. Well, don't get a ticket. Don't try and attempt the science while you're driving. It's cool that she lives like 5 minutes away from getting pedicures. That's pretty sweet. If I live 5 minutes away. Yeah, I've never gotten a pedicure in my life.
And
Really?
you know what? That's a big thing here, is that men get pedicures here all the time. Usually
That's
at my nail place, it's filled with dudes. There should be a video game just for that.
Freaking a pedicure simulation game.
Virtual pedicures and manicures for those who don't like to leave the house.
That probably exists. That's the amazing thing about it. You know, they got a lot of simulator games on the PC. Some really stupid ones. You know, honestly, like
I'm really impressed that I still have Wi-Fi. I am driving,
Yeah,
and I still
that's
have
right.
Wi-Fi.
Aaron,
What the
Jesus.
heck?
Don't get pulled over.
I know this.
Oh,
she just.
oh, we lost her.
Yeah, such a shame though.
Yeah, she got really excited, and then that's
As
it.
soon as she got excited, the Wi-Fi was just like, fuck
That's
off.
the end.
But yeah, so KG,
What's up?
awesome. I don't know why I said awesome to that, but yeah. Last time we spoke, we were talking about meat buns, and all that crazy
yeah.
things. Did you have any meat buns recently?
I did. I did actually.
Oh.
I found just recently a Chinese place that does meat buns near where I live, and I've been like incessantly ordering takeout every chance I get. Like the rest of their food is kind of like meh, but they make meat buns and they're good. So that's all I really worry about.
Awesome. Because recently you told me to go to the most shadiest Chinese place, and I found one right next to my house.
Oh, you found one?
Right next to my house. All I need to
Oh my
do is
God.
just go straight and turn left, and it's like a Chinese shopping center, and it's freaking amazing. And they got like
That's fantastic.
all these different types of meat buns, like pulled pork meat buns, barbecue meat buns, and yeah, I think I gained a little weight while going there, but it was delicious.
Worth it.
And yeah, it was
Totally
completely
worth
worth it. And it was a good price
Wow.
as well. I don't want to kind of promote them, but if you guys live in London, go to Wingyip because they have amazing meat buns. Yeah.
I find the shadier like shopping Chinese center, the better the food. Like, that's just a law of the world. I don't know what it is.
If you applied that logic to anything else, I don't think it would work.
No, probably not. No,
Okay.
like the shadiest dentist, like does the best work on your root canals. No, you just walk in. There's like a saw and a pen.
I don't want to talk about dentists because I had I don't like them. There's something I don't like about
Did
them.
you have a bad experience with a
I
dentist?
had loads of bad experiences with them. Like
man.
one decided, let's just expose the tooth and let's take his whole, like most of his bone out of his jaw. And I'm
Oh,
like,
what?
Go and do that.
Why?
I don't know. I need to ask them. Why did you do that? Yeah, I don't think he knew what he was doing.
That might have been something to ask him afterwards. It's like, excuse me, I noticed that you don't seem to know what you're doing. Could I get my money back?
Well, I was a kid back then. I think it was free, so that's cool. But yeah, it was a lot of damage done. Yeah, I'm still annoyed about that. I don't think he has his license anymore, so he can't be a dentist. They probably took it away.
Right after he worked on you, they're like, nope, that's the last time.
I would be surprised if he's still working. Actually, if he is, shame on you. Well, no, I can't say that. Yeah, dentists.
My girlfriend always gets really pissed at me because I've never actually had a cavity. Like I've gone my entire life without getting a cavity, and
That's good.
she's gotten her share, and she always like hates on me because I never have a reason to go to the dentist. I hate the dentist too. Don't get me wrong.
So you don't go to the dentist just to get the lollipop right at the end?
Well, no. See, I mean, I can go get a lollipop without getting like horrifically painful teeth cleaning. You know, I'm not really into that right before a lollipop. Because if my mouth hurts before I eat a lollipop, the hell's the point? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you don't go to the dentist to get like your mouth numb, like they do like anesthesia or something. Do you know?
No, I've never been anesthesiaized for anything going to like I've got the most I've ever done at a dentist is like get braces when I was little, and then after that it was just like sporadic teeth cleanings, and I hate teeth cleanings. I'm sure most people hate teeth cleanings, where they just stick metal in like below your teeth, and it's just like the worst thing ever. I heard somewhere that like the highest suicide rates amongst doctors are in dentists, and I guess if I had to stare at people's like gunky, like crusty teeth filings all day, I'd be pretty depressed too.
Yeah. But the thing is, something I've realized about dentists, especially in the UK, they always have the worst teeth. It's like, come on, you can. That's something that annoys me. Like, because I used to have braces and whatever, still do actually. And then you go to the orthodontist, and you look up and you see them, and you're like, their teeth aren't straight. Like, how can they be setting a good example?
Right. So you're like, wait a minute.
I'm just starting to think that the whole point of braces, there's like no point of it. It's just, here you go, free money. That's what I think it is for them. That's how they think about it. But yeah, because it's a bunch of wires in your mouth and it's uncomfortable.
It is. It's not nice. I don't miss braces at all, and once you get yours off, you're not gonna miss them at all.
It's either
it's
that,
gonna be...
or I feel that they're gonna be a part of me. It's gonna be like, like Gundam, when you're in that mobile suit. It's like the braces of the Gundam. Maybe that'll be awesome. They need to do an anime about that.
Where your braces turn into like a giant mech.
Yes.
That'd be pretty great. No, like when you get your braces off, though, your teeth feel so weird and slimy. Like it's the weirdest feeling. I couldn't stop touching. I was like a crack addict. I couldn't stop touching my teeth. Like after I got them off, and it was like, yeah, dude, what the hell? I can't chew. And it's like, but the greatest feeling is after you get your freaking braces off and you floss for the first time without need of that like weird little needle and thread device. You know what I'm talking about? The little plastic thing they give you. It's like, oh yeah, you can floss with this, and you're like, this looks like something you suture wounds with. Like, what is this?
I know what you're talking about, but in all honesty, I don't really. I just floss normally. I don't know why we're talking about this.
I'm not sure either. We've spent like 10 minutes talking about dentistry.
Interesting though, isn't it? Yeah.
Dirty.
Ooh, dirty. But yeah, other than that, you've been in a lot of games recently. You've just mentioned like most of them. But did you re-record stuff for DOA 5 Ultimate? Because that recently came out in like September.
That did come out. I think what happened was like everything that was released, we kind of recorded all the DOA stuff at once. So like if something did not make it into the first game or so, they staggered and put it into Ultimate. Because I didn't actually go into recording any new stuff because I don't think there was new stuff warranting like me getting paid for 2 hours. So I think they had enough left over from the first recording session to put in.
Okay, that's really interesting actually, because normally Tecmo Koei tend to do that. They tend to reuse voices, and that's evident with Dynasty Warriors 7 and 7 Extreme Legends, like system voices and all those kind of stuff. And I'm really wondering if they're going to do similar things with their future games. Hopefully not, because then that's just I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, meh, you know?
Oh, hey, Erin's telling me that she's back. So
she has returned.
Yes.
That was quick. Fast. Yeah, that was... was it less than 5 minutes? I don't know.
It was about the time it took for us to talk about dentistry.
Okay. I don't think you'll ever forget this, actually, because this is just like the weirdest... I'm guessing
Hello, lovers!
Hello.
Oh, Erin, guess what exciting things we were talking about while you were gone?
What?
Guess.
Tattoos?
No.
Bananas? That's not very exciting, though.
We were talking
traveling?
about... No, nothing nothing so mundane, Erin. We were speaking of the long revered art of teeth cleaning.
So are you guys really 5 minutes and you guys got to teeth cleaning? How could
we
I have
literally
gone so
talked
long?
about dentistry for 5 minutes.
That's not a good sign.
Oh. I thought it was pretty fun.
Was it good? I'll have to listen back. I don't know. I can't judge it because I didn't hear it. Perhaps it was riveting.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was telling him, like, Colleen, my girlfriend, gets mad at me because I've never had a cavity.
How you never have had a cavity? What, you don't? Oh, you know what? You're more of a salty person, aren't you?
I am. I'm more of a like salty
savory
person, but like in my whole life, I've never actually had a cavity, so I don't know what it feels like, and so I have less reason to go to the dentist than others.
That's an excellent point.
Aside from like teeth cleaning,
which
I hate.
Fascinating. Do you go to the dentist a lot, Bish?
Kind of. Yeah. Well, not the dentist anymore. More of the orthodontist. I was speaking to Kaiji about this, but they kind of fucked up my mouth not in a weird way, but I mean, like they took most of the bone out of my jaw. For some apparent reason, they want us to do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't sound right or normal. That could be a video game.
It's
I don't want that to be a
Amateur
video game.
Dentist Simulator.
Amateur
2014.
dentistry. If you're really angry at life, you can take it out by being a dentist on others. Like Little Shop of Horrors dentist.
Yeah.
That's nutty stuff, seriously. Hey, Kaiji, when are you going to
Yeah.
get tattoos of all our new video games that we're in together?
I already got tattoos of a couple of them. I got some
Which ones did you get?
Danganronpa. I got Danganronpa, and I got Bravely
Wait, you
Default.
got do you get the thing that you wear that he wears on his costume? Is that what you did for
Yeah,
Danganronpa?
so
Yeah.
Hagakure wears like a emblem on the back of his jacket, and I got that. It's like a Chinese I Ching graph.
That's awesome.
And
What did you get for Bravely Default?
For Bravely Default, Dr. Kata on his costume wears like these masks. It's like these little masks with like two eyes, like 2 black dots, and then like a little black dot for a mouth. I worked that into like a biohazard symbol because my character in Bravely Default, all he wants to do is poison people. Like he developed this poison that killed like thousands of people, and he's like, "Oh, good job,
That
me!"
is
Hey.
That's awesome. That's very creative. That's because I wouldn't know. Like the thing with my characters, the only thing that I would know is if I were to get a tattoo, it would be steak. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like
Steak
Anya's
is unacceptable.
right. Like these are not things I want tattooed on my body. So that's a tough thing.
That just says unacceptable steak.
Unacceptable. I love that. Actually, that's funny. Yeah, yeah, and it'll be just it'll say unacceptable steak, and it'll be a picture of just a thing of tofu. Unacceptable steak. Tofu does not make good steak. Yes, yes. That's terrible.
And
I
just a
couldn't do
picture
that.
of your character in the corner, just looking really upset.
Yeah, I love the pictures that's going around that meshes Agnes with the
Lemon?
Adventure Time. Yeah, Levengar. I love that. That is
Aw.
so brilliant.
It's perfect.
I love that everybody thought of that. It's perfect. It's perfect. It makes me wonder if the people who did the localization, like when they came up with saying unacceptable, if they were kind of aware that it was already
Had
a
Adventure
canon.
Time in mind.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I think it's fun. I love that. I'm forever in pop culture history.
That guy's the lemon guy's face though, like he freaks me out. Like there's something about his face, and like
But that's
I guess it doesn't help. Like the only time I've really watched, like seriously sat down and watched Adventure Time, where somehow all his episodes, and I was a very inebriated.
Oh, that
So-
could be a comfortable period of time.
Yes, it really was, because I spent the entire time with him, like, yelling at me through the screen, telling me things were unacceptable, and kind of freaked me out. I was been kind of
That's-
scared of that guy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and are you getting another tattoo for Batman Arkham Origins?
I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if I would get a tattoo for Batman Arkham Origins, because I just the thought of like getting the bat signal or something is kind of like everyone gets the
Save
bat
it for
signal.
when you get juicy. Like if you
Juicy?
were Batman.
If I was Batman, I'd probably get something. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Like a dollar
yeah,
sign.
like that. I would save it for that. Like that, just be right, a dollar sign. That's genius. That's
Or
good.
I'd be like, I don't know, just write Batman on my shirt.
Damn the Batman. That would be good.
What? I
I
was
like-
Batman.
Yeah, I was the Batman instead of I am the Batman.
I was Batman once. Just start writing little notes to myself
On your body. What? In
Right.
case you get, dementia and you start forgetting.
Absolutely, when I get older, I might forget things, and it's like, oh, I was Batman once. Oh, good looking out.
In a
Ask
year,
me.
it's hard to remember. If I didn't keep good notes, I wouldn't remember a lot of stuff.
Well, I mean, that's why I have that's why I have this Wikipedia page open. Sometimes I just go. And it's like,
Seriously, if it weren't for the public, a lot of times things would get Like, I consistently forget that I'm Forte in Rune Factory 4, just because, for whatever reason, she's just not she's just, people don't bring her into my attention often. But when somebody does, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot, that was a great
I was that,
But
yeah.
I forget, because you only go in for a day for some of these parts, and then mix that day within a week full of recording, I forget, because I've changed human characters so often, I'm like, some people get lost in the mix. And that's sad. They want to have love too.
That happens to me in anime a lot. Like,
yeah,
like I do anime like not as frequently as I do video games. So like, I really like my anime characters, but then there's like a long period of time, you know, like after you recorded that, you just don't go do anime for a while, and people are like, oh my god, you were blah 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 blah, and I was like, I was.
And it takes forever before it airs, so you've long forgotten it. No, I'm with you on that. Yeah, no, I feel your pain, Tang. I feel your pain.
Like, someone just had to remind me, like, this show called Nura: Rise of the Yokai Clan was out, and like my episodes aired like apparently a while ago, and I was like, oh right, is that out? And it's like, dude, that was out like last month. Oh, well,
yeah, there you go, kids. Whee!
Yay.
That's good. That is good. I just love that we're in all of the same stuff right now. That makes me happy, because it's something we set as a goal for ourselves, and then it's manifested. Like, it's not like we actually went out and was like, you all must hire both of us together. We just said to each other, wouldn't it be awesome if we're in all of our jobs together, because it would be fun. And Erin, here we are.
Erin, let's do that from now on. Let's just go into casting offices and be like, you have to hire us together. And then leave and see what happens.
I bet it'll work. Yeah.
I'll just walk in, rip my shirt a little. Yeah. And then be asked to leave.
Yeah. That's true. That probably... Yeah. Wee.
Well, if they asked you to stay, wouldn't you be a bit concerned?
But you know what? I think that's kind of happened, because there was a... And they were talking, and I was like, have you heard of Kaiji Tang? And they said no, and I said, dude, let me hook you up. So I guess I kind of already did that. I'm like, hire him on this job too.
I mean about the whole Kaiji taking off his shirt thing.
Well, I did promise them that. I said he'd get naked through the recording session. Though obviously, you know.
So when they call me in, I'm gonna have to actually take my shirt off.
Yeah, you will. It is an obligation, because they'll want to see all the tattoo work. So
yeah, take your shit off, kid. I'll make you famous.
That's how they'll see your resume. Come on, it's a potential employer. They need to see what you did.
Voiceover casting couch.
Yeah. I love it. Oh, silly. We're just kidding, kids. That's not real. It doesn't really happen.
There is no kids listening to this. I would be concerned if there was.
Oh, fair enough. It does happen every day.
Every day.
Erin and I, actually, when we weren't, we were talking before we started recording, with all the weird amount of games that we're in coming out together. I had a friend of mine tell me that it was like it was a really gross metaphor. It was like, you know, when ladies live together, sometimes their periods synchronize. Now your voice periods are synchronizing.
Oh my god. That's just so disgusting. I can't even, like, wow. Because all of a sudden I see that through the mouth, and it's, start
wearing, like, pads in the mouth. I don't know.
Oh my god. Although, I can't even. But yeah, we're synchronized. I'm definitely locked and loaded and synchronized. Now I just want you to be in the cartoons I'm in too. So let's that be the goal for the next year, that we're not just in video games together, that you're in the cartoons I'm in as well.
I like that very much.
Yeah, I think it should happen. You're fantastic. I love your work. I think it's great.
Oh, well, I love your work. We're fans of each other.
Shut up! Shut up! Mutual Admiration Society. Stroke.
Right. We're gonna stop. Before this devolves down into that little Los Angeles, like, oh my god, you're so great. Oh my god, you're so great.
Oh my god. Let me just tell you, I totally heard your voice in that crazy character in Danganronpa, and totally love Darbs.
Erin, have you ever, like, gone to lunch with another actor and you feel like, you know, the first 15 minutes is just the same, like, oh my god, what have you been doing? Oh, that's awesome. Blah 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 blah. You sound great in this.
I choose not to go to lunch with actors that talk like that because the narcissism it drives me crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do not have a humble bone in my body. So let's just get that already battling my own vanity on a daily basis because I'm an actor in LA. For that to me, in that level, is so disgusting and gross to me, where I'm like, oh, really, we're going to talk about you for an hour, and then talk about me for an hour, and then we're going to be so grossed out with ourselves that I'm going to have to go take a shower. That's why I go to lunch.
Yeah.
Go to Anna, and I really don't go out to lunch a lot with a lot of people because you can always tell when somebody's in that space, too. Like, and we all get there. We all get in that space. Like, I need to go and talk to somebody about my career. Like, we do that. That's the LA actor thing. It's a horrible thing. But when somebody is reaching out like that, I immediately go, not today. We'll do it when you're on the other side of that.
I think to cure that, one of the perks of being in the union should be every actor in the union should be assigned their own therapist.
Ooh, that's a good
idea. Right? How amazing would that be? Like, you wouldn't get friends calling you up just so they could talk about themselves.
This is the secret, and this is the secret that I've used a long time, and it really works. When you talk about yourself and your career, you instead are assigned to go give service in some sort of volunteer capacity. Because as soon as you're serving somebody else and you're out of your own head, all of that garbage and narcissism and paranoia disappears. It goes away. You don't have room to give to others and think about yourself at the same time. And that is my secret. I do it on the weekends. I get the hell out of your head and I go into let me just do something for someone else, so I just stop for 10 minutes thinking about myself. It works. It really works. You do it all the time, Kaiji. You do it all the time.
Do I?
But you do. You're always serving others. You're always supporting others and supporting their events. And even though it's in a friend circle capacity, you're serving others, so you're out of your own head. I watch you. You may not even be aware that you do it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's true. I think that's the secret to balance. I really do.
Well,
but I could be wrong. Like, come on now, I'm wrong all the time.
We've all learned something about ourselves.
Right.
I was gonna say though, without the ego and narcissism, wouldn't Hollywood collapse in on itself?
I think it would. I do, because I think it takes that. You'd have to have that to be able to push through the long periods of unemployment. You know what I mean? If you weren't so narcissistic, who in the world would keep auditioning? You wouldn't. You'd just be like, I suck. What am I doing here?
I should get a real job. I should go be a doctor.
Outlet. Yeah, it's true. It's an process, I think. And I definitely
kids,
have it.
What have we learned? If you want to be an actor, be grossly narcissistic and egotistical.
Yeah. Don't bring down other people. You can be a narcissist without having to take someone else down, so let's just put that out there too. Because it's not nice when people put other people down, and I don't like hearing other voice actors badmouth like other that annoys me to the nth degree. So, I mean, not to say that there are people that I don't get along with personally, because that's just human nature. You don't love everybody on your job, and people who can't stand me, and that happens. But on a personal thing, that's different from a professional thing, and you gotta, you're yourself when it comes to other people and their talent, because you don't know everything. I know I don't know everything. When I was doing the casting stuff, and I would be I would have my picks, and I'd be like, these people are perfect for these roles, and then the client would be like, we want these people, and I'm like, really? That's your choice? So interesting. Totally different from my choices. So that has taught me that I am not in tune necessarily with what others think.
I have this great image in my mind when your clients tell you like they have a different opinion on who to cast. You just flip the table over.
Right.
No! What? No!
What do you know of?
What do you know of art?
Oh my god. Could you imagine? Oh no, you know what my favorite is? Finding all the complaints online when I'm casting something and the haters discover I'm casting. They're like, not Erin Fitzgerald! God damn it, I hate her! I love that. I'm like, oh, see, balance. Balance is good.
I've never actually heard someone say that, you know?
Well, I've not heard it. I've seen it on threads.
No, I mean, I never heard someone say that, like, they love the hate messages.
Oh. Well, it's not like like, it reminds me that everybody can't like everything. They can't. It's impossible. Everybody has their own flavors for things. You know? I have my favorite artists and actors, and the people that I'm like, meh, not so much.
Okay.
But it would be a breed with me, and then I wouldn't grow as a human being.
What about you, Ben?
For example, Matthew McConaughey. I haven't been a huge fan of his, because I felt like, you're kind of pretty and cashing on your looks, and that's it. But he's fantastic in that True Detective series. I'm like, look at that! I am proven wrong. He's very good.
We were having this discussion about Ice-T, of all people.
I am a fan, but though, because I was in the 80s from, when he was Ice-T.
Do you watch him on Law and Order SVU sometimes?
I have a hard time watching him. I'm like, it's like watching Ice Cube. I'm like, really? Really? Boy, are we old now?
But here's the thing, it's like, him, like, as an actor, but him on SVU, yeah. Ice-T on
good.
SVU is
Yeah.
awesome. He's like him and the guy who plays Munch are like my favorite parts of that show. It's just everything out of his mouth in that show was gold. Ice-T.
Have you ever had that experience where you didn't like someone as a performer and what they do, and then all of a sudden they win you over with one small moment of acting, and you're like, I can't go back! Now I like you! Damn it!
Yeah, because that just shows that, like, it's not so much that they're bad actors, it's when something's written right for them, you know? Like, it just seems like the writer knew who was going to be playing the role, and it's like, and he wrote that line, and the actor was like, oh, there it is. And, like, magically it comes together.
There's personalities you attract. Like, there's certain personalities that you like and certain personalities that you don't like as an individual. So, of course, if an actor is portraying that personality that you don't like, you're probably not going to be fond of that actor, because it's hard to separate the two.
Yeah. Like, oh, what's his face from Game of Thrones? The king, Joffrey. Joffrey.
Yeah.
That little kid, like, I can't
He's
get
so
through one
good at
episode
that
of Game
part.
of Thrones without. Yeah, he is. Like, I wish he would I wish the character would jump into traffic, but then I have to remind myself, oh my god, this kid is like really making me hate him. He's great.
Little blonde kid in the Harry Potter movies. What's his name? The jerk, the nemesis of Harry.
Malfoy. What's his name?
Yes, Malfoy. I thought I know if I saw him outside of the Harry Potter movies, I'm like, I don't like him, and then I realized, oh, wait a minute, I don't like Malfoy. He's an actor portraying Malfoy. Why am I judging this actor based on a character?
It means he's doing a great job. Yay.
He's doing exactly what he's supposed to be. Oh, that's funny.
Well, sorry, I just had to kind of take the back seat there, because you were talking about iced tea, and I thought you were actually talking about the drink.
I love you. I love you.
So, yeah, maybe that was before my... I don't want to make you guys seem old, but yeah.
No,
Wait,
it's okay.
Guys.
It's very American.
Guys, what does Ice-T's wife call him when he's being romantic? Hot tea.
What? Hot tea.
What do you call Ice-T on Valentine's Day? Sweet tea.
What? Oh.
Anyway, continuing.
Wow. Cheesy jokes.
Yeah!
Nice. Wow.
That will be what the next hour will be comprised of.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Just me making iced tea jokes.
Iced tea. Speaking of iced tea, have you guys tried bubble tea?
Yes.
No?
Bubble tea? Is that the same as boba?
Yes. I think you guys call it boba, but it's bubble tea over here.
Tapioca balls.
I'm not a fan of tapioca, so I'll have the tea, but without the tapioca balls, because I'm not a fan of the tapioca balls.
Yeah, but you can have them with different types of balls. Popping. Lovely.
Say that again, Bish. You can have some.
Yeah, there's different types, different flavors of balls. Okay.
Oh, thanks. I don't need.
There's really small ball.
Yeah, really small, multiple balls in your mouth at one time. That's the best thing about bubble tea is that
It's all the balls you get in your mouth.
You know,
all at once.
oh, them balls.
So sometimes one or two just isn't enough.
Yeah, no.
You know.
Sometimes you want more than just black balls. Sometimes you want like a.
I don't think my man would like if he wouldn't want me to have more than just
brown balls.
I
Sometimes
think
you want.
good with
Sometimes you want popping balls. It's okay. Some juicier stuff, but that's yeah.
Yeah,
Bubble tea. No, but on a serious note, bubble tea.
On a serious note,
No. On a serious note, I like Thai iced tea. That's my favorite. Thai iced tea and my chai and my dirty chai. My dirty chai latte.
I like tapioca because like I grew up in China. I'm used to all like the spongy, soft textures of food. And when I moved to America, apparently I learned that Americans have a real problem with that kind of weird texture. I don't know why.
But not
I
anymore.
guess
We're kind of, it's starting to win us over. It's in everything.
well, that's I mean, I like the latest, like the food trends that are happening. Like for the longest time, the Americans I knew were like, we like crunchy things and we like crispy things. I'm like,
That's true.
you like deep fried things, okay?
That's so true.
But like when I was growing up, it was like this dessert, this red bean dessert, but it has the consistency of like snot, basically. But
You know what?
like-
Mel loves that. Mel is a big fan of Chinese dim
Sweet.
sum. Like, I swear to God, his past life before this one was in China because he is all about what are the little dim sum, like the bread balls with the red bean inside.
oh man,
Hell are the
great!
balls. Freaking loves that stuff.
Red bean desserts are just like the best things ever.
Love
Like,
it. Yeah,
they're
he's on your
sweet,
side.
sweet. Oh,
He may be African American, but really he's Chinese at heart. He really
explains
is.
love to kung fu movies.
All the kung fu movies, doesn't it? Doesn't it explain how half of my house is decorated with Chinese paraphernalia? Yeah, that's true. Him and my dad watched a Chinese movie last night. Wasn't even kung fu, and it didn't matter. They love stuff.
My girlfriend went through a phase where she watched a lot of kung fu movies, and then I found out it was because she Donnie Yen was really attractive.
Was amazing as Ip Man. Like, he kills it as Ip Man. I've seen him in other stuff where I'm like, man, that's okay, but he freaking killed Ip Man. Loved it. And I also, he's not in it, but I love Ip Man: The Final Fight. That was such a great movie.
The one that just hit Netflix recently, is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one. It's really well done. It was done by Ip Man's son. And,
who had a cameo. Who had a cameo.
Yeah, he did. But he had a
in the
cameo in
movie.
the other ones as well. But this is really close to his. This is him narrating. You know, he's personally narrating, but he wrote this one, and it's a lot closer to his experience and his truth with his dad. So I really feel like you don't have to see Ip Man 3, and you could see Ip Man 1. You could see Ip Man. No. You don't need to see Ip Man 2. You see Ip Man 1, just Ip Man with Donnie Yen, and then you follow Ip Man with Ip Man: The Final Fight, and then you watch Ip Man 3. Because Ip Man 2 is done better as Ip Man: The Final Fight, I think. It sounds so weird out of context, but any Kung Fu fans out there, you know, and she's representing, okay? You gotta eat more meat. Don't think, feel.
You can't see me. I'm doing that, snap thing.
I like that you're doing a visual. Excellent choice for a radio interview. Let me tell you what I'm doing right now.
Wow.
I will narrate my emotions.
Yeah. It's funny that you talk about kung fu movies because I don't watch any of them.
You don't watch any kung fu movies?
I don't watch that. I don't even watch TV anymore. It's just like I have no time.
For entertainment.
Yeah, no, just no TV, no films. I've been going to the cinema a lot recently, but it's just a lot of like lame films. But Lego Movie was awesome.
Lego Movie was awesome. Erin, have you seen Lego Movie yet?
I haven't, but I'm going to see that Oscar-nominated Ernest and Celestine on Friday. So that's the only Oscar contender I'm going to see.
I think the Lego Movie's better.
Yes,
And
I would say so.
But I don't think I need to see that on the
You
big
need
screen.
no, you need to see that. Like I thought the
have a-
same thing, but then
But I have a
watched it.
beautiful HD TV,
No,
and I can watch
no,
it from
no,
home.
no.
It's
you need to watch
like,
it in
I
the
thought,
cinemas.
I thought the Lego movie was gonna be lame, like everyone.
Same.
Like I thought it was
No.
just gonna
I
be a
expect
movie.
it to be quite good, but I don't feel like I have to go to the theater. I think I would enjoy it from the comfort of my home.
You need to go and watch it in the cinema because it's all about the cinema. You know, got slushy.
No, you know
got
what I
popcorn.
need to see is Anchorman 2, the restricted version that's coming out just for 1 week this week.
Both
I
you
am
guys are-
dying to see that.
Mm,
Because I like the dirty version.
Both of you guys were arguing so hard that you guys broke out. like you guys faded out of the interview for a
Boom.
second. But yeah, I was
No, but I will probably see the
very
Lego.
pleasantly surprised by the Lego movie.
My dad doesn't
Like,
want to see it, and my parents are visiting, so I can't convince my dad to go
Aw.
see it. He won't go. He wants to see Anchorman 2, the restricted version 2.
Anchorman 2.
Anchorman
I like
2 is
Anchorman.
coming out just
I
for a
heard the
week
second one
as with
was
the
like
extended cut.
Lego movie's awesome. Just putting that out there.
Yay!
I think if anyone didn't
Wait.
watch it, I think they should go and watch it because I've watched it 2 times already in the cinema, back to back.
Everyone's been saying it, yeah, and I do want to go see it, but I don't want to go by myself. If my family doesn't want to go, I can't convince them.
Well, you don't need to. You could go by yourself. I think it's a fun experience. No, don't go by yourself. You'll look kind of creepy, in the cinema.
Well, no, I could go by myself. What's the when my family's visiting from another country, I don't, I'm not going to go and take the time by myself when I want rather spend time with them.
Okay, no, that's understandable, of course. I was kind of worried when I was going into the Lego movie because I am a man and like a tall man and alone sitting in a cinema full of children. That is kind of worrying, and especially having parents look at you throughout the whole film and like, come on, I'm just trying to watch Lego, man. Do you know what I mean? It's just especially for me, but that's what I feel.
Does it make you want to play with Lego?
It does. I am a big fan of Lego.
Do you think they're going to change up Legoland to be all about the Lego movie now that it's so popular? Because that would be awesome.
I'm not sure about the Legoland in America.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
I don't think they've done it over here in Legoland Windsor, because Legoland's kind of lame. It's not. I don't think it represents what Lego is all about. Because Lego is like you can change stuff and you can build crazy shit, but Legoland is just, hey, this is some stuff that people have already done. You can't really touch any of it. You can't move it around, and then yay, that's Legoland. That's pretty much what it is, and it got some lame rides as well. Like I don't think I can go into the rides in Legoland anymore because I'm too tall, and it brings back the creepy.
I just want to throw this. You laugh about no spoilers, but there's
No, there are. Of course there are. There
is some stuff. Surprisingly heartwarming and full of feels.
Oh, so many feels in that film. There's something amazing about it. It's just like it's so stupid. That's one thing. That's one thing I really enjoyed about it. It's just.
I like things that are stupid but funny.
Yeah, no, it's incredibly stupid that it is funny. It's not like stupid that it's just, oh, come on. It's like really hilarious. I was laughing throughout the whole film. Especially the end. Because that was the best bit. I think Kaiji will know what I'm talking about. I hope he does.
Yeah, it's like this absurdist movie until the end where everything makes sense. That's what the great part about it is. It's like this hyper realism, absurdism, and then you get to the end of the movie, and then it does something, and you're like, oh my god,
How did you do that?
Everything I've been watching just suddenly makes every bit of sense in the world.
That's very exciting.
I like how
It's
it all
so
links
good.
in together at the end as well, as you said. One thing that I found really nice was because part of the film was done stop motion.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, it really.
I love
It
stop
looks
motion.
amazing because it is part stop motion, and the amount of time it would have taken for them to do that is crazy, especially with all the details. Like there was this one point, it's like the sea is stop motion made out of Lego. And
I wonder if it's going
mind-blowing.
to trigger a whole bunch of fan stop motion Lego stuff. That would be amazing. If YouTube got filled up with all these fan stop motion videos, that would be so cool. If they brought stop motion back just because of this movie, that would be amazing.
It would be.
Lego Adventures. Erin,
Yeah?
Erin, I'm gonna ask you
Kaiji?
a question.
I'm going to answer.
Is there anything you're working on that you can talk to us about?
Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it or not. It's been announced that it's going to be localized, but I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, so I think that's more than enough information for people to gather what it might
Fair
be.
enough.
What about
I
you?
was just wondering. I like to hear news about stuff people are doing. Makes me feel glad
Are
for
we-
my
oh.
friends.
I wonder if we're doing anything together that we can't talk about. Right now. We could be. I don't know.
Mhm. I'm guessing people have already gathered what it is, and are making like blog posts about it or something, especially on Tumblr, because that's what they're all about. Yeah. Speaking of Tumblr and stuff, Keiji, as you know, or as you don't know actually, your episode is the most popular episode on this podcast. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, over 20,000 downloads, which is awesome. Yeah. Yeah. And
You were talking to me a little bit before about that, and we mentioned something about. Actually, no, I don't think I know.
yeah, okay.
I'm allowed to talk about it because I don't want to get you in trouble.
That's fine. It's about like creepy like Keiji fans. That's one thing. A lot of people have been saying some weird stuff. Do you guys want
I
to know?
need to know.
You okay? I will
I
tell
want
you.
to know.
I kinda
Who are
wanna
these
know,
creepy people?
Well, it kind of varies.
Keiji?
It kind of varies in creepiness. There's some people that are saying, "Oh man, Keiji's voice is cute," and then there's other people that want to have your babies, Keiji. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
I'm
Well,
just
I'm
saying.
very
I don't want to
flattered.
get.
Like, I can honestly say no one has ever said to me they want to have my babies.
Erin Fitzgerald, I want to
That's
have your voice,
intense.
babies. There,
My
see?
voice baby.
No, you can't say that.
It's not the same. You're totally faking it.
No.
It's okay. I know your girl and she's amazing. I'm not jealous.
Pauline's gonna listen to this interview later, and she's gonna be like, "People have your kids? What?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
Well, we
wasn't.
knew that, though, Keiji.
I'm not being as graphical as I should be. I don't want to be, but people go into some really graphical stuff, and yeah,
You've got creep.
it usually happens with people that have quote unquote sexy voices. Just putting it out there, because it happened to me a few times. Not on Keiji's level though. It's because people like
happened to
accents. Well, no, I've had this woman say to me, "Hey, Bish, I like your voice. It's kind of sexy. You're the reason my boyfriend gets laid." And I'm like, "Whoa, that's
What?
And I was 15 at the time, so I was like, "Whoa, calm down, lady."
It would also make you be like, maybe that's not the right boyfriend for you if you require outside stimulation in order to have sex.
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying the same thing, and it was kind of freaky for me because I was 15, and I didn't.
Ew, that'd be creepy.
No one knew I was 15 at the time, so I was like, "Whoa, calm down," because that's
The only thing that I get that's creepy would be like all the Rule 34 stuff, like when I accidentally come across on Tumblr, because Tumblr I don't really filter it out, because there's some stuff I do want to see, but not some of the, like, oh my god, what they do to my characters is so disgusting, and I can't unsee it, and I'm like, wow.
It's pretty funny when you just go through like, let's say like the Skullgirls tag. If you're just like, look at the
No, it's first for the Dragon's Crown tag, like that has taken it to a whole other level of ew, and I think, well, okay, it's artistic and it's an expression and it's really horrific, but part of me is like, that's my character, dude. My voice is attached to that. Ew! Ew!
I can see what you
But
mean.
you can't undo it. You can't unsee it once it's done. I've seen stuff on the Persona tag. I'm like, really? Persona? But Rule 34, if it exists,
Yeah. Oh,
it's out there. Ew. With a capital E and a capital W.
and an exclamation mark. Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly,
Ew.
if that's as bad as it gets, I'm not complaining. I've been very blessed, and hearing the sordid details of your two lives, that's horrific, man. But maybe is that a statement that girls are creepier than dudes then? Because dudes are quite respectful towards me on all the fan pages and the fan interactions. I get really respectful young gentlemen, you know? So basically we're saying the young ladies are not behaving like young ladies if they're doing creepy stuff to y'all.
It's okay. I mean, they're allowed to do just as many creepy stuff as guys do, I think, you know?
Well, I'm just saying, I ain't getting the creepy dudes. I'm getting the good dudes. I'm getting the gentleman.
You just lucky then. You just getting these nice mannered dudes.
I am a very lucky girl, I think. Yep. I think so. I have the best fansies in the world.
Fansies. Wow,
Fansies.
that's really good English.
Thank you.
Good thing we're American.
I've been watching True Detective and I really like the accent. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah. We're about to watch something incredibly depressing after this interview, so I'm enjoying this interview as long as we
Bish,
can.
you should send me the link to the creepy stuff so I can read about it. And then I can, like... and then I can post, like, a clip of me reading it.
Okay. I'll send you an email filled with all those.
God.
Like, if they're
Oh my
really
God.
descriptive, I'll make a sound file of it, and I'll just post it on the internet.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna do like a whole voices in gaming? Let me read what people
Yeah,
about
I'll
me on the
just read
internet.
it. I'll
That's
read it
hilarious.
as now.
Them so that they're out there. Like, this is what at jumping off of 12 feet of stone said.
Oh, dude, that'd be a really great idea, Erin. Like, if we said that, like for like a charity thing, we can be like, hey, if you send us proof that you donated this amount of money, we'll read your nasty fanfic.
Oh no. You would make so much money from people on Tumblr alone. Especially the people on the
Right?
Dynasty Warriors blog, because
Exactly, and we'll read it in character for whatever character they want, and all they have to do is donate X amount of money to X charity.
Oh, I love that, actually.
I
a great
think
idea.
that would be a good idea, but the problem is you need permission from the companies themselves. You know, especially Tecmacoy, they're pretty serious. You know. Yeah.
Alright,
Oh,
well, in
that's
that case, I'll just
right,
read it.
You're right. So I've gotten like with League of Legends, we're not allowed to do anything like that with the character. It's a fan.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well-
you're right. It crossed into the NDA. You're not allowed to. I mean, it's for charity, man.
Oh.
It is, but at the end of the day, there's companies that are like, yeah,
No, you're
it's maybe
right,
it's
Fish.
because it might be brand damaging. That's maybe what they think. And
Yeah, no, you're right. Hmm.
that's
League of Legends is very specific about that. It has
Well, then
been.
maybe we can say that we'll just read it as ourselves.
But in some of the stuff that we do, we have contact with the creators and we can ask permission. So
Yeah,
if we
that's
get
true.
permission,
as long
like,
as you
you know, Mike,
ask, then, yeah.
it's been good. And if it's for the right cause. You know, like, I know Danny Antonucci, if it's for a charity, he would not be mad at me using Make Hank or Naz's voice or anything like that. That dude is he's so cool.
Right.
If it was for a good cause.
I would love to read stuff in like it'd be hard to contact Nintendo, I guess. Hey, stop.
Right. Like, Mattel would
Nintendo,
not allow that. They would be like, no. No, don't. Children's cartoon, don't. Mattel's like a parent. No, don't touch that.
Nintendo,
And I
we
don't
want to
blame
set up
them.
a Fire Emblem
You know, because with kids'
fanfic
cartoons,
read.
you gotta be more.
Wow.
Fire Emblem. Wow, yeah, they probably get. I don't know.
It
There's some
depends. Well,
good
Rules suck.
Nintendo used to be a love hotel, so maybe they're into that.
Yeah, you never know until you ask. It's always good to ask, and then you know for sure.
Yeah, of course.
I was just actually mentioning on my Twitter a while back, like I was during the 90s, and like later 90s, early 2000s, like when I was going through that late teenager, early 20s phase, I was like the most anti-authority like person ever, like your stereotypical like rebel against the man kind of guy. Just because of that era I was in, and just not even like been something years ago, I've been like, screw it. If they don't like it, too bad. I'm gonna do it. But nowadays, I'm like, oh man, I want to work again.
Exactly. No, I'm the same way. I'm like, whatever you need. If it keeps me employed, I will do it. Because you know what? Yeah. We're so lucky to have this job. We're so lucky that they hire us again. I mean, to be a female in this industry and to be my main source of income when there's like 1,000 roles for men over every role for a woman, you know, like I'm exaggerating obviously, but seriously, there's just not a lot of roles for women, and this is what I do for a living. That seems like a against all odds miracle to me anyway.
I can
Erin,
see
I think I should take this moment to tell you I'm expanding my range out into the ladies category.
Excellent. But that's okay because I do little boy voices.
I'm hoping no one just re-edits that bit and just puts it into a video, because that's happened before. Yeah.
You can retweet that into just an hour of Erin talking about little boys.
Right. Oh, I'm gonna be a part of a Kickstarter that starts at the end of March. That's gonna be I'm gonna be really vocal about that. That's gonna be all over the place to try to get this animated series going. It should be fun. Yeah.
Kaiji,
I want everybody to support it.
Have a question.
What's up, Nish? Yes.
Okay, as you know, we were talking about like fanfics and stuff. There is some sort of Dynasty Warriors thingy going on. I'm not sure if you know about it. I doubt. But it's like a game. A non-official game. Let's just put that out there. And yeah, guess who's going to be in... Well, no. Sumajao's not in it. Unfortunately.
Are you going to be Kaiji?
Well, am I going to be Kaiji? I don't know, no. I don't think so, no.
So wait, you said there's
it's an
unofficial...
It's an unofficial...
Game? What?
It's an unofficial... You know those dating sims?
There's a Dynasty Warriors dating sim?
Yes.
Unofficial.
Unofficial. We have to put that out there. Unofficial.
Right. Unofficial Dynasty.
That is hilarious.
It is. It's. I think it will be cool. I can't wait to play it. Just putting that out.
I wish they would do that with every video game I'm in. Just to have a dating sim version of the game. I think that would be like the ultimate fan service.
It would be. But Keiji, your character's not in it, unfortunately.
Oh
yeah, I know.
You can't
Sumasure
me and
is in it, but you're not, unfortunately.
Tough.
So your brother made it, but you didn't.
Oh man. Well, maybe it's because I already have a wife, I guess.
Well, maybe, but there's a lot more characters that have wives, and they're in it. You know.
So this game is basically about cheating on your spouse.
I don't know how it's gonna work. All I know is that it's in development and the artwork is quite cool for it. But it's a dating sim and it's pretty much, I don't know. I think you're a female character and you can date like 8 guys, not at the same time, or maybe at the same time.
Holy crap!
It's like there's loads of characters involved, and people are voting for it on Tumblr, which is interesting.
That's
pretty cool.
Hilarious. I'm going to have to find that thread.
You need to go and play it when it comes out. That'll be interesting.
Tumblr is such a fascinating universe.
It is. Sometimes it does go a bit over the top, but you know it's quite interesting. I think.
Yep, but I like that freedom. Freedom.
That there is something nice about it. You know, there's always like assholes on the internet and. Just saying, especially
that's the world anyway.
Yeah, but there's one thing about Tumblr is the whole like anonymous thing. You know, it's like anyone can anonymously like post something. You can obviously turn off anonymous, but especially on like the Dynasty Warriors blog, we used to get a lot of anonymous people chatting shit, and it's just a pain in the ass trying to answer them. Because, to be honest, they think they know a lot, and they don't know anything. You know? Gets me angry. But anyway, I don't want to go rage mode and go Super Saiyan. That'll be cool. But,
Whoa, calm down,
Right.
Bish. Calm down. Watch your blood pressure. Don't overdo it.
Whoa,
Don't flip
just
the table.
level out.
Calm down, Bish. God.
I like this
Erin,
sarcasm.
Simmer
says
down
hi.
now. Simmer down.
Erin. Colleen says hi.
Colleen! Hi!
That's my girlfriend.
I heard her.
We
I
have
like
we have
Colleen a
fun
lot.
times together.
She eats me cookies. I love Colleen.
So yeah, we had some problems with Skype because Skype is a bitch. So yeah, starting with random questions. My voice kind of went up there. Anyway, so guys, what animes do you guys like? Because personally, I am more into the kind of cute animes. Just put that out there. Yeah.
Hmm.
I
What do
like
you
the
think, Erin? What kind
psychological
of anime do you-
thrillers. I like Perfect Blue is one of my favorite anime films, and I also like Samurai Champloo is one of my favorite series. I like the kind of things that are kind of got that hip hop, cool soundtracks. Like even if I wasn't in it, I like the Persona anime. Like I like psychological thrillers and mysteries.
My
Kaiji?
favorite anime series was the first one I was ever introduced to, and that's the Slayers series. Slayers Next, Slayers Try. I really like it's just so hilarious and like just random and goofy, and it got a very special place in my heart. Aside from that, Cowboy Bebop, it's a very beautiful show.
Oh, that's always
Um,
good. Yeah.
Newer stuff, I like Sword Art a lot because I'm a huge gamer. And it's like,
That's a brilliant
MMO.
concept. It's
It
a
is.
great concept.
It was a great show. I know a lot of people.
Cool.
I'm gonna get
Good
total
question.
flack for this on the internet. I'm sure a lot of people are really into Kill la Kill, and I can't get into it. I can't. Have you guys seen Kill la Kill?
I haven't even
Nope.
watched it. No.
No, it's this show, and stick with me on the concept here. You guys know about Gurren Lagann, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's made by the same people. It's the same kind of art style, which people are really excited about. And don't get me wrong, it looks gorgeous, and the soundtrack is great. It's just that it's so, at least to me, so weirdly paced that you can't actually start to like any of the characters because it goes by so quickly. I don't know.
Oh,
Like the main
that's a big
character.
deal to me. I like character development, and when a show doesn't take time for character development, then I'm never invested.
Exactly. Okay, that's my problem with the main character. Like in the first episode, in the first like 1 to maybe 3 episodes, you learn everything you're going to learn about the main character for the next, like I want to say 15, 16 episodes.
Oh,
Like
interesting
she's
choice.
like, okay, I'm going to this school to get my revenge, and I made a friend.
Yeah, but if you don't care about the person, then you're not invested. Then you could give a shit if they live or die, if their loved ones
It's
live
like-
or die, and that always annoys me. I
it's
find
like-
that they do that in TV shows a lot too.
And of course, this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. It's
Where'd
okay
you go,
to not
KG?
like
Are you
things
talking right
sometimes.
now? And I just
But
can't hear
I
you.
feel like the show isn't doing her character any justice. Like, I feel the show moves her from, like, big fight scene to big fight scene with no real build-up in between, so that when these climaxes in these fight scenes happen, they're not as rewarding as they, I think, should be. Like, it just feels like it's
Right.
trying to overdo itself over and over and over again, and it's become almost formulaic about how it handles its, like, action sequences. It's like, it's gotta be big and bigger and bigger and crazier, and you're like, okay, I guess that's what this show's about.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
But I mean, I a lot of my friends swear
But
by it and they love it, and that's
Well,
fine.
everybody's got their
you know.
different flavor. That's what we were talking about earlier. We all have our different flavor, and it's important to know who you are and what you like so that you can, enjoy that. But you got to respect if other people like something completely different, because the good news is it's work for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Now that I said I don't like it, of course, the local studio will pick it up for dubs.
Yeah, right? And they'll hire you, and you'll be like, oh,
They're like, we were going to
show.
hire you, Kaiji, but then when you heard this podcast you were on, you were talking about how you kill.
Like they have the time.
Was there like a voice acting job that you ever regretted doing?
Regretted doing?
No. I had a close call, though. I remember getting a call from someone, and they wanted me for the project, and it was going to pay a ridiculous amount of money, and I was really broke at the time. And they said it was risque, but it wasn't going to be too gross. And I was like, well, let me see the script, so on and so forth. And I was booked to do a session, but it was going to be remote, so I was going to record from home. And as soon as I got the script, which is half an hour before the session, and I read it, it was the most disgusting stuff I had ever read. I was like, so when he called for the session, I didn't pick up. I just didn't even answer. The fact that they didn't even warn me, or I was like, so that would have been a regret had I done it, but I didn't do it, so there was no regret.
Okay. What about you, KG?
I can't think of one that I actually regret doing. At least not yet. When it happens, I'll let you know. But I've enjoyed all my stuff so far, so it's hard to say if there's any that I actually regret doing. I love everything I get to do. And I was even talking to Mary about this, Erin. Like one of my bucket lists to do of being a voice actor is I want to be in. I want to fuck. I don't want to cuss. I think it'd be so funny to voice in like hentai. I think it would be the funniest thing. I think that would be a really fun job. Would you ever do that, Erin? Would you like, even under like a pseudonym, would you just for fun do like a hentai project?
Oh, I have no problem doing a hentai project if it is the right kind of hentai for me. Like, it would have to be something that's fun and that I would enjoy. There are certain lines that I wouldn't cross. So, like, obviously the project that it was like, no, that crossed some lines that I was like, that's just no. But yeah, like if it was like, no, there is some hentai I would totally have no problem doing just for fun. But it would have to be a fun cast, and it would have to be really ridiculous. Because seriously, my first job in voiceover, I was doing looping background walla work for Outer Limits series. And the first episode was like Alyssa Milano, and she had just got her breasts augmented, and she was doing this episode of Outer Limits, and in it she had a topless sex scene. So my first voiceover job, I was Alyssa Milano having sex with some guy, and the guy who was voicing the guy was Michael Dobson. So technically me and Michael Dobson are behind a microphone simulating the sex scene for a television series show. You know, it was like it was a paid cable show, but it was Alyssa Milano. So I mean, I don't see the difference between that and hentai. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, right? Yeah. And then Michael Dobson turned to me at the end of the session is like, why are you doing cartoon voices? And that's why I have a cartoon career.
There you go.
All because of a sex scene.
Yeah. It all started with a sex scene involving Alyssa Milano.
Oh, that's something to tell the grandkids.
Right?
Imagine
they'll be
that.
like, Alyssa Milano who?
Whoa. Man, is she still acting?
Probably.
Because the last time I remember she was in was like Charmed or something, and that was ages ago.
I think she's done some stuff since then, but I don't watch a lot of television, so I don't.
Anyway, moving on to the next question.
Excellent.
It's just coming out straight off my mind. Blah 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 blah. What is your favorite sandwich?
Oh.
What's our favorite sandwich?
Yes.
I order a sandwich before my diet changed dramatically. This is my favorite sandwich that I can no longer eat with my dietary restrictions. But there's a restaurant close by that makes this salami sandwich with this special mayo, and oh my god, on gluten-free bread. It was my all-time favorite sandwich.
Okay.
But I can't eat it anymore because I'm allergic to almost everything in it.
Oh.
But it was my favorite.
I like I like really good pastrami sandwiches, like big, thick pastrami sandwiches with like sauerkraut and mustard and like preferably if it's got like dangly bits and it's messy to eat. I love like big pastrami sandwiches. Those are my favorite.
Okay.
Nice.
Big pastrami sandwiches.
That could be a hentai.
I don't want to imagine that. I really don't. Because Kaiji was talking about dangly bits. That and hentai.
Dangly bits.
Dangly bits.
Pastrami sandwiches.
Oh no.
Dripping mustard. I'll just sexualizing sandwiches for the rest of the time until you ask another question.
Okay, cool.
It is a sexual experience for many.
Pickles.
Oh man, now all I can think about is sandwiches.
I know, that's your fault. Ask another question quickly.
Dangly bits. Oh, the mustard is everywhere.
I think we should just keep on just letting Kaiji do this. I think that should be the whole episode. Just you guys haven't been to the UK, have you?
Not yet. My sister's moving there next year, so I expect to come and visit very soon.
Oh, yeah. UK's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't either. I would like to visit very much.
I want me and Kaiji to be invited to a con in the UK at the same time.
That'd be cool.
That would be so much fun.
That would be really awesome. But that really brings us onto the point. If you guys are listening and you really want Erin and Kaiji to be at a convention near you, then contact the convention. Okay?
Yeah.
Send them a tweet, send them an email, say we want Kaiji and Erin, and just do it multiple times. Or get all your friends to send them emails and stuff, and they will do it. You know?
If you want to hear me sexualize sandwiches live.
Yeah.
It's good to post our websites as well so that they can see what we've done, because they may not have heard of our names, but
of course.
Our characters are pretty famous, even if we aren't.
Because I think normally they normally get awesome people, but there's some expos that I think would need more awesome guests. That would be. There's a lot of them coming up soon, so I'm hoping you guys just come over and be like, "Hey, yeah."
Yeah, man, I volunteer to be.
That would be awesome.
Shipped over.
I so want to do that. Really, really. I've never been over there at all. I would love to go.
It's really
No,
awesome.
I've been mostly to Asia. I spent a lot of trips to Asia. I've been to Australia. I've been to South America, but I haven't been to Europe.
Europe's quite cool. London is just amazing. Just telling you that from there.
I really, really, really want to go.
We got some awesome stuff. We got like rain, umbrellas.
Wow, we haven't had rain here in a year.
Yeah, well,
That's true.
We're taking
That's
all
more than
your
we
rain.
have.
We're taking all your rain. We got rain like every day. It's a pain in the ass.
We'll take it.
Okay, deal done. We'll take your weather, and you can take our rain. Okay.
Perfect.
And, yeah, we got that, and we got taxis. Nice ones.
We don't have a lot of those here either.
Oh, you don't?
Not really. It's LA.
Yeah.
So everyone walks, or
No. We all have our own individual I can't talk. Individual vehicle.
Okay.
Dangly bits.
Well.
Wibbly wobbly bit.
That reminds me of a nursery rhyme.
There's a nursery rhyme about dangly bits?
No, about wibbling and wobbling.
Mm-hmm.
So dangly bits.
It's about jelly, like a jello, as you Americans call it.
There's some people with dangly bits that are like jello.
Maybe. I don't want to imagine that. Imagine like taking down your trousers and it's just jello. That'd be weird.
You need to go see
Very wibbly and wobbly.
Yeah, very weird. And maybe delicious.
Ooh, hello.
Depends on the flavor.
Hello! We're back.
This is the live podcast after midnight.
The thing is, this podcast is explicit. So as we said, we asked Chin from Tech McCoy some weird questions, and I think he was cool with that. Yeah. So we
What
can
kind
ask
of questions did you ask him?
We
Discuss
asked
this
what
question.
questions did he
We-
get? Why did we get the gentle
okay.
question?
You want the crazy questions? Okay.
Yeah,
I
give us
don't know.
the-
We don't know until we hear them.
Okay. One of the questions was if you can have an orgy with
Ooh, hello.
the characters that you've worked with, you know, characters in the animes that you've been in or the games that you've been in. Which characters would they be and why? That was a question we asked Jin, and it was quite interesting, and we all answered it. I'm not going to answer it again because mine was just a long list.
I'm going
So-
to say all of my characters who are over 18.
All-
Yes, that's a good answer.
Okay. That's a
All
pretty
of them
safe
over
answer.
18.
That's a pretty.
Although,
safe-
because that's a hard one because that's really a same-sex question for many of my characters, right? So
Yeah.
if I'm going to do that, then I've got some pretty really sexy characters that I've been blessed to get to voice. So if they're all in the same room together, that my brain might explode. Like I voiced Morrigan, Bullet from Blaze Blue,
Okay.
Parasol,
Let's switch this up.
Sorceress. Like these are 18 and plus kind of characters.
Okay, let's switch this up. Okay, you're gonna have to choose from Keiji's characters, and Keiji has to choose from your characters.
Oh, Parasol. Parasol.
Just Parasol.
Well, I guess.
Well, then if
I
you're gonna
guess the
pick Parasol, then I
sorceress-
should be kind of hot. Parasol and the Egret. Boom.
Yeah, there you go. It's
That would be
already
kinda
it's
hot.
canon. Done.
It is canon,
Um,
actually.
Uh,
Although I really did like your character in Danganronpa. So, yeah, maybe him because he's funny. I like his hair too.
he's the only one over 18 in that game. So there you go.
See, I picked right.
He was held back a couple times.
No, but the Egret Parasol thing, that's hot. I like that.
That is. There you go. Though I guess it wouldn't be an orgy unless we invited like every single.
All the Egrets.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Or-
Valentine should be involved in some way, and that's the
Why
Sure.
Valentine and why not double?
She's sexy. Oh my god, she's sexy.
Double.
She's got a lot of
Then there you
posters
go.
for
There's a hentai for you.
Oh my god, no,
Public
no,
so many
no,
tentacles.
that's going to the wrong place. That's the dark
Well, no.
alley.
Speaking of that, there has been some sort of hentai, Skullgirls hentai thing.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's like the weird side of the internet, and
is.
and yeah, it's it's I didn't want to see that, but it exists.
It never bothers me as much as when the characters appear underage. Then that just really grosses me out. That and tentacles. I'm not a fan.
But I think the philia thing was
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
I don't want to
that
bring
was-
that up.
Poor Christine.
that was so too much. You know what? That was more too much because I know Christine, and it's just so not right. It's just not right if you know her. She's the sweetest, most
And
Dolly
the
girl.
thing is, I think they used the voices from the game,
Oh, I heard that.
and it's just like, oh my god, no, they can't do that.
They did it though.
You
Dirty,
can't. It's
dirty
the internet.
whore.
You can do it. Well, not anymore.
Yeah. Well, pretty much, right? Okay, next question. We answered that one. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. There was something I wanted to ask Keiji, but now I forgot. Stupid brain farts.
Was it about dangly bits? Was
It might have been about Dangly Bits, but I forgot. Fuck.
Ask another question. Maybe it'll come back when you distract yourself.
Another question. Let me just get into my zone. Ooh.
Your questions and your dangly bits zone.
I don't want to
Dangly
get.
Bits
I
all
don't want to
day.
get into my Dangly Bits zone because yeah, that will just get messy. Just yeah. Yeah.
Listeners, there's nothing wrong with getting into your dangly bits zone. It's very natural.
It is very natural, but I don't think while you're recording that'd be really awkward.
Oh my.
Just be like, oh man, my keyboard is sticky again.
Ew.
Sorry about this.
I was talking about sandwiches.
all the
I don't know what you're
candy.
talking about.
Well,
Bitch.
It was
Jesus.
tapioca.
Come on. I don't want to say what I was talking. Anyway, anyway, we should just move
Hello.
away from
Question.
this.
Have you another? I'll have another question, please.
Why can't you guys ask me a question? I'm
yes.
under so much pressure at this moment in time.
Bish,
Yes.
what is your favorite biscuit?
Oh, my Jaffa cakes.
Nice choice.
Yeah. You guys don't have them over there, which is
I'm a
Those.
hobnob fan.
hobnobs. Hobnobs are alright, but
I like it with the chocolate.
chocolate
Those are my
hobnobs.
favourite.
Okay. Well,
Really love them, and I can get them at the Indian restaurant around the corner where I live.
okay. Indian restaurant selling hobnobs.
Well, they sell all sorts of
British
groceries as well, and then a lot of the groceries are British
okay.
and Canadian.
Okay.
I like Twinkies.
Do they still make them?
They stopped making them, and then they started making them again.
Oh my god, can I tell you about that Twinkie? Like, okay,
Tell us.
I bought the very last Twinkie I could find, and I put it in my freezer, and I was like, one day I'm gonna sell this Twinkie. I'm gonna eBay this Twinkie 20 years from now, and people will be like, oh my god, a Twinkie. And then they started selling Twinkies. Now my plan to retire
You lost
is
your
gone.
million. Damn them all to hell.
Easy come, easy go.
This is true.
Anyway,
So you have a question for me, KG? Yeah.
sure. What is... What? Oh, I got one. Let's say, and you have to be truthful. You have to tell me the truth.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Okay.
All right, I want you to go into your browser.
Okay. I'm in my
I want you to go
browser.
into your. I want you to go into your web browser.
Yeah.
I want you to click. Do you have Firefox or Internet Explorer? That stuff.
I'm using Chrome. Google.
Okay. I want you to click the little arrow on the address bar, and I want you to tell me the first 3 websites
Okay.
that comes down when you click that
Well,
little arrow.
Okay.
And you have to tell me the truth.
I'll tell you the truth. One of them is my uni's website. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
a pretty nerdy guy. Second one is the Dynasty Warriors blog. And
Ooh.
the third one is a Google search on the Lemon guy from the Adventure Time.
Lemon garb. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, then I have a skill testing question for you, Bish. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Now, you have to answer honestly.
Okay, cool.
Out of all the humans that you have interviewed, who was your favorite?
Oh my god, this is a difficult one actually. I would have to say
Oh, you could say top 3 if you need to, but I would
no,
ideally
I
like
will
just
I will
one.
say I'll say favorite. Don't get offended by this actually because
Not at all. The whole point is that it's on it.
The one I enjoyed the most was Keiji's episode.
What? Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
wait a
really.
minute.
Really?
That feels like a ripoff because he's on this one.
No, it's not. It's not because of that. It's because it was a different experience for me, and I think that's when the podcast became crazy. You know, that's when
Gigi, you've unlocked the crazy.
he's pretty much.
We talked about meat buns for a while.
Yeah, no, it was amazing, and it was just like, whoa! I've never had that experience before because normally we were quite formal with our interviews with other voice actors, and it was just like, hey, so you are the voice of this guy. Oh, that's cool. And it was kind of shit. And then
awesome.
Cage comes along,
Keiji,
and it's just like, fuck yeah, America. You know what I mean?
I'm glad I asked that. That's a nice look, Kaiji. Now you know you're the best.
See, and I think also Keiji's episode caused a lot of controversy as well. I think because there've been people trying to sell the episode, like they download it on iTunes for free, and then they're like, oh, let's try and
Trying
make
to sell
money.
the episode?
Yes, it's been happening with a couple of popular episodes. actually.
Rockstar, man.
What the heck?
I'm not even.
I mean, I always knew that you were a rock star, but it's nice that the whole world agrees with me.
It doesn't make any sense though because people can download it for free, and then there's other people like, hey, let's just take the MP3 file and sell the episode. It's because the episode wasn't available on iTunes for a while.
Weird.
So people are trying to do the whole Twinkie thing, like you were doing.
Entrepreneurs, man.
I know.
Kaiji, you are a Twinkie.
I'm a Twinkie.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There you go.
Filled with.
I love it.
What are Twinkies filled with? Like white stuff, aren't they? It's like
Cream, sugar.
It's
cream.
not white till it's somehow like
I
the
think
Twinkie
it's a
filling.
nuclear. It's a nuclear.
Yeah, the Twinkie filling only becomes white when it gets in the Twinkie. I don't know how they do it. Like, I've seen the Twinkie filling in its natural state, and it's kind of like yellowish goo sludge.
Ew.
So what do you think it's made out of?
I don't know.
Sugar. Pure sugar
Well,
I mean,
it's
I know it
America, I don't
stands
think
the test
anything's
of
pure.
time, obviously, but it's.
and chemicals because it lasts forever.
I know dogs don't eat it.
That's true.
But dogs don't eat a lot of things.
Yeah, that's
Like-
okay. My dog eats fruits and vegetables only. She loves them.
So your dog's a vegetarian.
Yeah, it's very strange.
That's kind of
It's
awesome.
It kind of just tells you something when an
Kinda-
animal that eats its own poop won't eat Twinkies. Is just what I'm saying.
Right, right. That says something. That says something.
I love Twinkies.
I
by the
prefer my own feces to your cooking.
I know dogs can't eat chocolate, but
That's true.
No, they can't eat. Cats can't eat chocolate either. I don't think. It's very bad for them.
I don't know why. Like, what
us.
would happen if humans had the same thing? Like, hey, no, you can't eat chocolate or you might die.
Well, we have that for other things. You can't eat like plants
Blowfish?
that animals can eat, and we would die.
Oh, that's true. The little berries that the birds can eat, but we can't.
Yeah. So chocolate's just sort of like that for dogs.
Oh,
Mitch, do you remember that dirty question you were going to ask us?
Ah,
yeah, what
shit, I
was
forgot.
it?
I
You
really,
didn't even remember.
yeah, no, I didn't remember. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You guys
go.
distracted me with your awesome question. So yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Yes, I kind of pulled that back around. Hopefully.
Good save. Good save.
I think that was. I told you one of the dirty questions. The other one was even weird. Oh yeah, no, okay. It's a Dynasty Warriors question, of course.
course.
We were talking about Saints Row and how in a previous episode and how they have like dildo bats and stuff.
I love dildo bats.
Okay.
I know you do.
Cool. Nothing wrong with dildo bats, but please don't whack people in the face with a giant dildo
Yeah.
because you might get arrested. Just saying. And anyway, so yeah, what kind of
That's Hollywood.
That's a
Anyway,
problem.
sorry.
what
That's
kind
a
of
rampant problem.
what kind of weapon would you want to see in a game like Dynasty Warriors that's just really messed up?
Dildo bat.
Okay.
That's not. Wow, that's a weapon. Yeah. Damn, I can't come up with anything good because all I can think of is conventional weapons or kung fu weapons.
Well,
or
because
weapons.
what brought this question up is because normally Dynasty Warriors and games like that have joke weapon DLCs. You know, like
Right. No, I've seen those. Yeah, they're brilliant, actually.
like shish kebabs and
Right?
corn on the cob and crazy shit like that. But imagine if it went dirty.
Oh, if you want dirty. Oh, but that would be so gross if I said that
would
out
be.
loud.
Double-sided dildo bat.
Oh,
I've got a
So
gross
you
one.
I could work with one character because he's got a double-sided spear. This can work, KG.
It could.
We can make millions.
Double-sided dildo bats. Perfect.
And they have to
Got
be
choked
purple
up
as
over
well. But if they're not purple, it's not the same.
I have to think of one that's not as gross as the one I thought of. I need a little bit
No,
lighter.
think. Enter
Oh,
the
no,
gross area.
No, it's so bad. I can't even. It's so
You
gross.
can do it, Aaron. You can do it.
So gross.
Is it worse than
Believe in
dildo
you.
bats? Is it worse than
Yeah,
double-sided
it is.
dildo bats?
It is much worse than that.
Okay, type
it's
it in the
quite
chat.
horrific.
And then we'll see what it is. And we'll decide.
Type it in.
Yeah, type
Okay,
it in.
okay.
And then we'll
Okay,
see if
okay.
it's as gross as
Let
you think
me
it is.
see where I can type. Okay.
I'm just anticipating for it.
It's
I know.
so
I'm so
gross.
excited.
Just like, oh my
You
god.
guys, it's
My
so
life
gross.
now
I
that you
feel
built it up.
now.
So far, I'm really excited. What is it? Oh. Ah!
Isn't that awful? Isn't that just the worst?
Not really. No.
You don't think?
No. I really don't think.
How used?
Very, very.
Well, I don't think that
So-
would work because Dynasty Warriors is a game that doesn't have blood in it. So yeah.
Oh, that's a good
So
point.
yeah.
Is that guess is what we were talking about?
Yeah.
Um,
I just wanted to put that out.
So that's the grossest thing I could come up with.
Okay.
And I have now reached my own level of grossness.
Instead of throwing daggers, people threw like used condoms, and instead of hurting people, they just grossed them out, and they would
Right.
leave.
That's the point of my weapon there, is that it would gross them out so much they would run away.
Right. So instead of like fading away after you defeat them, they just go like, "Oh, what?" And they just
No, but there are some perverted
You'd
characters
rather
in the game.
be-
So
Slice or beat to death with a dildo than, get hit in the head with one of those.
dangly bits. You could use dangly bits.
dangly bits.
Dangly.
You mentioned characters with throwing knives, throwing condoms at people, like used ones.
Right.
There is a character that has throwing knives, and you know who that is. You Wanji.
Yeah.
So
Atta
yeah,
girl.
we know where those condoms come from.
There's a lot of them. They're
Yeah.
all used. Wow.
Good crazy.
Sumajao, come on, it's at least you
Man.
practice safe sex, people.
It's
Just-
true. It's true. Suma Joe is an
promoting.
advocate
Yeah.
of
It's a
sex.
safe sex is important.
There is enough
Wrap
people
that.
in China.
I like how you did that. That was very political in
Yes.
certain sense. But yeah. Dun 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 dun. Another question is I'm gonna think about another dirty question. If video game soundtracks,
Yes.
that's one thing. And you're thinking, what the fuck does this have to do with the question? I'm gonna get to it. What video game soundtrack would you have sex to? Done.
Skullgirls.
Oh, but which?
I
what's
love
the
that
women's-
jazz.
Okay.
I love all the
So-
jazz, all of it, because it's all jazzy and sexy. I love the Skullgirls music. Ooh, or Journey. Journey had beautiful music. It would be love-making music.
I don't know. I don't know if I could have sex to Journey music. It's too sad. Like, there's a lot of sad songs.
I
Like in
love
Journey.
that. Oh, it's like epic, long. You would have a long session. Love-making.
Yeah, because then like every other few minutes, like he has to stop and cry for a little bit. And then... That's why it's long.
All right, I'll stick with Skullgirls. I love this. I seriously will put the Skullgirls game on my PlayStation just to have it playing around the house because I love the music.
Now I have this image in my head of your boyfriend. Just stopping and crying every few
Mel just turns a single tear dropping down his eye. Just a single tear.
God. Amazing. That's how
That's
love
funnier
making
'cause you know
should
him.
be.
That's funny.
Street
Your
Fighter.
turn. Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. Street
Good
Fighter,
answer.
because and here's the thing, because the back music in Street Fighter goes as long as till someone wins,
Oh, okay.
It would be nice to
and
have
then
that.
there's that really satisfying
valuable
like
hit.
finishing, like
Right.
it's like ultra combo finish.
Hilarious.
Oh
Oh my
my.
god.
That would be creepy
That's-
though if there was someone else in the room saying that.
That's true.
And
Especially
then at
if
the end,
that.
it's like you win.
Yeah. Right.
But like, but then sometimes it's like you lose, and it's like, oh,
That's good. I like that. That's funny.
and then my girlfriend breaks up.
Then the tear. Single tear.
Whoa. I wasn't expecting either of those, but that's good. That's good. Dun, 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 dun.
While you think of another question, I have a quick story to tell about a friend of mine and
Sure.
his girlfriend.
Sure.
Ooh.
Yeah. So he told me this in secret, so I'll tell you over the internet. And
Excellent.
I won't mention his name, but once, actually a couple times, he's done something right after he's done like making love to his girlfriend, and once he whispered "believe it" into
He
her
whispered
ear.
What?
Believe it, like you know that really like from Naruto, like the dub version. Like, it was just like, believe it. And then that time she almost broke up with him. And the second time,
Oh my god!
he whispered, "It's morphin' time." And then she almost broke up with him because of that.
Oh, honey. Oh, that's
Why didn't he say
quality
that before? That would have made more sense.
Because I don't think she would have said it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's funny. That's a good story. Oh,
Anyway,
good times.
my friend is listening. He's like, "Son of a bitch."
Wow.
It's a good thing we don't know who it is.
I want to know who it is. I really do. I need to meet this person.
Well, you're just gonna meet him and say, "It's morphin' time."
Believe it.
The two go together, actually.
Good times. Oh, I don't know why. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, Erin, you were in Dead or Alive.
I was.
Care to talk about that? Because I never realised that you were until a couple of weeks ago.
That's true. That is a true fact.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about? Because you are a female character in that game, and Dead or Alive is about fighting, but has other things in it. Tits.
I don't remember it being about fucking.
No, it's not about that. So it's about tits and stuff.
Fighting.
Fighting.
But I mean, I thought my whole dialogue was kick-ass fighting dialogue.
It was, wasn't it? But there's a lot of things that you could do. Have you played the game?
I haven't, but I saw the gameplay
Okay.
because the creator showed it to me.
Ah. So, did they show you the thing where you can, when you lift up your controller, the tits move?
Well, everything seemed to jiggle a lot, actually, from the stuff I saw.
Wow.
But that's just nature.
Boob physics. No, but there's this one mode for the boob physics in the game. There's normal, I think DOA, and then there's just OMG. When you do that on OMG mode, it's just fucked up.
He didn't show me that. That's hilarious.
You need to see it.
Oh,
It's me and my sister
don't
were
want
playing DOA, and then the winner gets to do the boob shake. That's awesome.
Oh my god, no, they never told me that. But you know what? They also didn't tell me that the character I played was actually a character from Ninja Gaiden, and I didn't know that either. They didn't tell me that. I auditioned for this character, and I didn't realize that it had been established by another voice actor. Usually when I find that out, I don't audition for those kinds of parts. But in this case, they didn't tell me, and I did the part, and then I find out from the fans later. I was like, oh, yikes. Weird. Awkward.
Well, no, I think your role as Rachel was kind of cool.
Thanks, I
Honestly,
appreciate that.
but the thing is, I'm not a big fan of Rachel because she's a pain in the ass. And what I mean by that is because
you know what? That's kind of the note that I get as a human being anyway. So that's typecasting.
No, I don't mean it like that. But I mean it in the sense that I'm playing against the computer, and it's Rachel, and I always lose. Like, even if it's on the lowest difficulty, it's because Rachel is fucking annoying, and not as a character. I mean, like, as in this game,
Fighter.
In this game, it's because she does a lot of grab moves, and it's just like, come on, like I'm trying my best with Jan Lee.
Trying to do something. Well, that's how I feel about Sarabella in Skullgirls. I can't get anywhere because Sarabella is busy kicking my ass.
I love Sarabella. Sarabella's cool.
It drives me crazy, but I never play as Sarabella. I'm always getting my butt kicked as Sarabella.
Who do you play as in Skullgirls?
I like to play as Philia. She's my favorite that I play, but I haven't played any of the new ones yet, the new characters yet. I haven't played as, so I gotta see if I like Squiggly.
Okay, what about you, Kaiji? What characters do you like?
The only character in Skullgirls that I had no combos with is actually Parasol.
He's good at
play her all the
Parasol.
time.
He plays Parasol all the time.
Okay.
He takes the shot.
Yeah.
Well, normally I usually play as any character, but Miss Fortune, she kind of freaks me out. So
That's funny.
it's because her head comes off, and I'm like, oh my god, what can I do?
Love
Does
Fortune. I
come
can't
on.
wait for Robo Fortune. That's just the funniest. I
That is
can't
going to
wait.
be my first DLC. I'm
Oh
going
my
to
God.
download. I really want to see that one too. Yeah. That'll be good.
Speaking of these voice packs, is Republican Double gonna be one of them? I hope so.
It is.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
That is.
And
All
I
the
did just
DLC.
send in all my salty parasol lines, so hopefully we'll do those soon. I'm excited for the salty ones.
Me too.
They're really offensive. Me and KG did them together. They're not good.
I hope some of them are so bad that they're forced to beep you. That'd be hilarious.
Oh, they are. I'm beeping myself as I was writing them. I'm like, ooh, they can't use this one, but this is what we came up with.
I heard, according to Christina, we're all like, for those of us who drink, we're all just gonna get together one day at the studio, have a couple shots, and just do it, and just knock them out. Especially Josh.
I laughed. Oh, we get to be there while you guys are recording. Oh,
absolutely. It's gonna be like a little party thing.
Because remember we wrote all those lines for Josh in the middle of Parasol salty lines? Like, I wrote those down and sent those in. I'm like, you have to have Josh say these lines drunk.
Josh said he was totally down for like literally just doing 6 shots and then going into the booth and just
oh my god, I want to be
what
there.
Happens.
I want to hear everybody record their stuff. I think that would be, and you can videotape it. That would be amazing.
Yep. Josh just throws up in the middle of the booth.
Poor Josh. Oh, and then Danielle would be lying on the floor just giggling away like a mad woman. Oh, that would be fun.
That would be kind of cool. Speaking of Skullgirls, you guys, I'm guessing you've already downloaded Encore.
Yes.
We don't have that yet, so it's like, you know.
I was happy to support.
Is not working well.
No.
I'm
How
sorry,
unfortunate.
everybody. We're working it, but you know they're doing the best they can. It's a sucky situation.
It's not the game that's not working. It's like the actual system I have is kind of being a pain. And I haven't fixed it yet because I figure it's like I'm gonna get a next gen console within the next year. I don't know if I want to put in the money to. Yeah.
Capsule. You can always get the Steam version.
Yeah, I could.
It's only $15. They need the money.
Make Mike Z give me a free. Mike.
Yeah, I didn't wait for my voucher. I just went and bought it because I know that they need the money. I'm like, here, guys, take my money.
Mike Z, we know you're poor.
Yes, exactly. We know you're.
$15. Buy yourself something nice.
You guys are just paying yourself to be able to eat. That's it. Starving artists.
You know, guys, we've been talking for like 2 hours. I'm afraid I have to go soon.
Holy crap! Is it seriously? I have. Yeah, we gotta wrap this sucker up. I guess we talked a lot.
There you go. Oh. You got a lot of material to work with.
I hope so. Anyway, so hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Yeah. Any last words, guys?
Thank you for tuning in. Please buy all the games that KG and I are in.
Yeah, guys. Thank you for your continued support. If you want to send me your terrible, nasty fanfics, go for it. And dangly bits.
Hey Kenshiro, I think Jenny can kick your ass.
Are you a betting man, Bish?
What?